London Marathon's a doddle.
A walk in the park, yes. Raza Barkatali has spent the last week running more than 150 miles across the Sahara Desert in temperatures nudging 53 degrees. He's survived, though not totally unscathed, I have to say, and I'm delighted to say he joins us now. Why did you do this?
Something that I've always wanted to do, and I had the opportunity to run for Mencat. Eldest son has learning difficulties, and it was a good opportunity to do the race but also raise some money for Mencat, some well needed money.
And how much did you raise?
When my company I work for give me some money, it'll be just over about £11,000.
That's fantastic. That's a terrific effort. It was the Marathon Des Sables, wasn't it? Which is, it's very famous, very well known, but unbelievably tough, I would imagine.
Yeah, it is. It's not just a physical thing, it does play around with your head as well. It's a mental aspect as well. You're having to carry your own food in your own rucksack. Your water's rationed each day, so yeah, it is tough.
And we're seeing these pictures, it's quite often you're running on your own, there's not other people around.
The group's split, so you have the elite athletes who sprint off, and the rest of us common Joes sort of left at the back, so you could be running 7-8 hours on your own.
And we did say, I said in my introduction, that you didn't come away totally unscathed. You've possibly fractured your ankle?
Yeah, on the marathon stage, which was day 6, coming down to the last 6 miles, I twisted my ankle one way. But the adrenaline's pumping. I didn't want to stop.
So you carried on running?
Yeah.
For how long?
About 6-7 miles.
Goodness gracious. And then did you have to get up again the next day and go and...
Yeah, the last day was, I say, only 10 miles. Yeah. But, by then, if you drop out, you don't get your medal, you don't get anything.
Now, this is not exactly the lap of luxury in which you're staying in between the stages. We've got some pictures of the village where you stayed. I mean, basically sleeping under a tent under the stars.
Yeah, it's you are slumming it. You are slumming it for around 8-9 days, and like I mentioned before, you have to make your own food. You carry your own food. You have to cook your own food as well.
So everything's in there that you need. You have to carry the whole way.
It was, because obviously as the race goes on, you eat your food. But what's in here now is my sleeping bag and basically cooking utensils.
Earplugs?
Use an iPhone and earplugs, so not really.
Yeah, I guess you have to though, because you could be next to someone who's snoring or whatever.
There were people in my tent. In tent 73, there are a few people who snored. They denied it the next day. Oh, it wasn't me. So there were people snoring.
What would you say, looking back, was the hardest, the toughest bit of it?
The toughest bit for me was the first day. I tanked it, so I was vomiting. It was a 21-mile stage. I was vomiting, and I was, close to dropping out. That was the hardest bit.
Show us your medal as well, because not many people have got those. 800 people did this race, didn't they?
Yeah, 800 people. In total, there's only about 12,500 people.
Let's hold it up so people at home can see.
And how many people finish it then?
There's about 855 people who started, and around 55 people dropped out.
Yeah, just through sheer exhaustion.
Exhaustion, blister problems, and just can't handle the heat.
Let me give you that back.
Thank you.
Because it gets to something like 120 degrees Fahrenheit in midday or something.
Yeah, the organisers sort of stagger the start, so when you do start the race, you're in the middle of the hottest part of the day.
And last year, you ran the London Marathon dressed as a woman. This year, you've run 150 miles in the desert. What are you going to do next?
I was planning on doing the London Marathon this Sunday, but because of my ankle, I'm just going to take it easy.
Really?
I was planning,
yeah. Oh, that's just a warm down. You could do that, Annabelle. You're a runner.
Yeah, well,
Raza, it's great to see you.
Well done.
Well done. Congratulations. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Fantastic.
Well, how do you follow that?
With a large puppet.
Yes, yes, the UK's biggest street theatre